Hey guys, Nathan Ross here from the Newcastle Knights and also co-founder of the Barrel Boys. I've been asked by the NRL Roast to answer some questions, so I've been sent a few and I'm going to go through and answer as many as possible and see how we go. Well, when I was a kid I supported the South Sydney Rabbitohs because my old man Mark Ross played for them. It's a tough one because I got all different types of idols. Growing up, it was Brett Mullins. He was my athlete idol. And then nowadays, I guess I just take inspiration from a lot of people, so I don't have one exact. JT. Yeah, he's good. Danny Levi. Danny's a good bloke. Oh, I get along with everyone, so throw anyone on there with me.
He makes the tackle on Ross. He's very tall, as good in the first half. And you saw it there. He plays and he doesn't pick it up. You're allowed to pick it up if you've got no dummy half.
What have I done? All I had to do was stand up with the ball and wait a second for the support to get there. But heat of the moment, I was trying to go to quick play the ball. But yeah, not one of my finer moments, that's for sure. That's something that we're going to have to deal with, that we have had to deal with in past years, is expectation now that we have signed some big names. Is there a vibe within the camp? No, not really. We just know we're going to go out there and do the best we can and start rewarding our fans and the people that love the game. I enjoy playing fullback, but I also enjoy playing centre and wing. But well, we've got some phenomenal players at the Knights now that fill those spots, so I'm quite happy to find a place on the wing. I don't know if it's much of a motto, but be happy. There's no second chances. So don't carry regret. If something goes wrong in your life, just try and accept it and move on from it, and just think of all the positives, how lucky you are, because when it all boils down, we're never the hardest done by people on this planet, that's for sure. Realistically, I think it's going to be quite a difficult thing to get to. There's some great players in front of me, but it is something that I'd like to strive for. I guess everyone that plays NRL wants to play at the ultimate level, and Origin is something that I do have on my goals list. Oh, look, I've bonded with a lot. All of them. They've all bonded, like Kalen Ponga, Sean Kenny-Dow, Connor Watson, yeah. Oh, Nick Meaney or Kalen Ponga. I don't know if anyone remembers this guy, but he was so hard to tackle. Jacob Loco. Played against him in reserve grade when he was playing for the Bulldogs, and yeah, I had sore shoulders for about 3 weeks. Yeah, so I'm going to go from a Z, and I'm going to roll it into a W for my daughter Willow. So there's a new one, and probably throw up a sharkers for the Barrel Boy if I'm lucky enough to get 2. Nah, no gang signs. They're just initials for my children to show them that in my highest accolade as a person, like in such a good moment for an individual, that I'm still thinking about my family. I got a couple. I got one on Lockie Fitzgibbons, Trent Hodgkinson, and I got one on Brad Pitt. Huge Brad Pitt fan, especially out of Troy. It's a tough one. Probably Sean Kenny-Dow when it's freshly faded. Valentine's Holmes when he plays for Australia, find him really enjoyable. I think he's outstanding. Who else? Jonathan Thurston's always good to watch. The big three that were at Melbourne, they're enjoyable to watch. Not really, but I guess I'm a bandwagon now. Ben Simmons at the 76ers. Let's go Sixers. Definitely a Fanny's man when it was there. Nah, they're all good. Five parts. We're all good together. Look, I guess I fill both roles. When it comes to experience on the field, I see myself more as a student, still willing to learn from a lot of people. But in terms of life lessons and stuff like that, when it comes to talking to the young guys about education and choices they make in their life to get to where they want to be, I'm both, I guess, a teacher and a student. Playing NRL, there's no bigger motivation than that. My family, they're a huge part of why I play NRL, or why I pursued that as a living. But look, it's been a tough, hard year. That's 3 years, that's for sure. But we've improved every year. And I bounce out of bed every day to count myself lucky enough to, be playing my dream, living out my dream. I'd have to say, my family's been my biggest influence, because they've always supported me and pushed me forward. And when my son was born, he helped me realise that you only get one chance in life. And I guess that's just, I saw a conversation of us having when he was 16 years old, and I didn't know how I'd be able to look him in the eyes and tell him to follow his dreams if I wasn't going to do it myself. So yeah, and in rugby league, Rick Stone was massive for me. He brought me back into the Newcastle system after I was playing at Kurri, so he was huge for me. And I guess my dad's been really helpful as well. Thanks for tuning in. Give the NRL Roast a follow, and thank you. And go to the Barrel Boys site and get some merch. Laters.